So, y'all, we got to discuss these trending, extra narcissistic videos that have been going around, going mega viral on TikTok and pretty much now all over social media. You guys have probably seen some of them, but I really wanted to talk about it on here. And I'm going to try to be as politically correct as possible because I know as of late, YouTube has been flagging accounts for quote unquote misgendering people, whatever that means. I mean, that's silly to me, but then again, it's not my thing. So whatever. So I wanted to talk about these videos because, well, first of all, they're trending, and it's just like you can't help but point out this next level narcissism that is coming from the TQIA plus community. And the reason why I'm not saying LGB as a part of that is because if you really look at it, a lot of LGBT people are not even really trying to be involved in this weird narcissistic, trying to control everybody's way of thinking mentality that the rest of the community seems to have. A lot of them don't understand it. They're like, they don't really want to be a part of it. And I don't really much blame them, but it's this new wave of queer people that seem to be causing all of this ruckus, seem to be so narcissistic and so desperate for attention. It's just, it's really amazing to actually see. So I'm going to play the first video for you guys for us to watch together.
Looks like he's having a nice feast.
She, her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Okay. The Sweetwater starts at okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, Thank you. Did you call me sir? Hey, I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. Called me sir.
Oh, surprise, surprise. What do you
Just like,
do?
it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
Very good. Thank you so much. No, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him. I need to tell him that hurt. It hurts more when it's not intentional because it means like this is sir to him. I know you didn't mean it, but I'm not a sir.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know you didn't mean it. It's just, it hurts. I know when people clock me, it's fine, but like it does kind of hurt. Thank you. I'm not sir.
Oh, sorry.
Not sir. Not sir. But the guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
Okay. I'll let him know that, and
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh God, y'all. Where do I start with this one? I mean, I don't know if when people are doing, I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as possible, right? I don't know if like when people are making these videos, like, is this just for social media or is this something that actually hurts you? Like, it just seems like you're baiting people into basically accurately gendering you. He calls it what they call it misgendering, but they're really accurately gendering you. Just because you put on lipstick and a crop top and you have long curly hair does not mean that people are going to see you as a woman and call you she or call you ma'am. That's just, it's literally a subconscious thing. Most people are not even thinking about that type of stuff when they're talking. When people are talking, they're just going based off of their subconscious and what they're seeing. Like, they're not giving a fraction of the amount of thought that these guys are thinking when they're going into these situations. And you're kind of baiting these people. I mean, you're putting them on record. You're putting this on the internet so that you can get likes and sympathy and people to go, oh my gosh, girl, like, I feel so bad for you. Those people are so terrible. Are they really that terrible? Is the average person really that terrible just because you look like a man and they're trying to be respectful by calling you sir? And then it's like, how insane is it to report a service worker to management for them using a respectful term like sir? You're trying to get these people fired for using a term that they probably think is being respectful. Seriously, like nobody, the average person does not think to ask a person's pronouns. You just look at a person and you go, okay, male, female. I mean, especially, it's like, look, dude, I was going to say, bro, it's like, look, dude, like you literally have one of the deepest voices that I've ever heard. He's like, I mean, one of the deepest voices. And you think that somebody is supposed to gender you as she? I mean, you got to cut people some slack here. I mean, if that's really your expectation, because it's not obvious that you want to be called ma'am or called by she and her based off of you don't have the phenotype of a woman. What do you expect? And it's like, are you really that oppressed where you're sitting in a restaurant eating oysters and having all of these like fancy meals? Like, I mean, that doesn't look like oppression to me. I mean, he's literally sitting there going, yes, he called me sir and I'm offended. It stabs me in my heart. It really, really hurts when I'm called sir. I don't need to be called ma'am, but just don't call me sir. Just absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, moving on to the next clip, we got to talk about this chick because talk about some serious narcissism.
At work on Wednesday by someone that has been corrected before, and it just hit me hard. I was 3 hours into my long shift. I don't even remember how long it was, maybe 8 hours, my 8-hour shift. I immediately was like, no, I need to leave. So I left. I went home. And since then, I have been spiraling, which is not a fun thing to be dealing with when you are a broke person living in New York City and need to pay rent. So I'm getting ready to go to work right now, go to my other job. I called out last night and I'm having to talk myself into showing up today. And to all of my trans friends, to all of my trans followers, to any trans person that stumbles upon this video, I love you so much. I love you so, so much. I know how much this hurts. I think for a second I got too comfortable and I forgot how much this hurts me. And I lost my usual coping skills. And so that's what I'm trying to work on now. I thankfully have people in my corner that are helping, but it's hard to get help when your instinct is to cut everyone off and refuse help. So to my trans friends, to all of the trans people watching this, I love you. I love you so much. To all of the cis people watching this, watch yourself. Check yourself.
You heard her, guys. Watch yourself. Check yourself. I love how she's like in the mirror and she's like, or she's in the camera and she's like primping and she's doing all of these like feminine motions. I'm assuming that when she says she got misgendered, she meant that the person accurately called her she or her instead of him, he, or whatever. I'm pretty sure that that's the point she's trying to make. Whatever. I'm trying to use the. I see how it's like a subconscious thing. Like I can't really use inaccurate pronouns when it doesn't make sense unless I'm really focusing hard to think about it. But like really look at the narcissism here. Like she is in the camera talking to whoever her followers or her viewers, and she's like primping and she's like, I'm spiraling. Like it's almost like she's happy that this happened just so she can jump on social media and have something to talk about, just so she can victimize herself. and make it seem like, oh my God, my life is so hard. I had to call off of work because this person who's misgendered me before and they were corrected, misgendered me again. Like I couldn't stay at work. You are so spoiled and privileged to the point where you will leave work, smile into a camera, crimp your hair, and talk about how you're spiraling while you're smiling and primping, and how, oh my, I don't even know if I can even go to work tonight because this is so hard. It's just so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is hard, to pretend on camera to be a victim, and it's so hard to keep up this act. I'm sure keeping up an act is very hard. I'm sure. I don't even deny you that. And it's so funny how these TQIA people, they are like the biggest separatist that I think that we have seen since the actual civil rights movement. They are perpetuating this us versus them theme greater than anybody else. Like cis people, you better watch out, watch your mouth. Like what does that even really mean to be cis? You can be masculine and be female. I see it every day, all day. You can be feminine and be a male. You can be a man and wear lipstick. Who cares? Nobody cares how you identify. You will live a much happier life when you realize that nobody cares. But I am not going to change my language because it makes you feel better about yourself. You want us to accept you. You want the world to accept you, but you don't even accept you how you are. You don't even like who you are, which is why you're trying to change everybody else's speech. You're going to restaurants and you're trying to get people in trouble, putting them on camera, trying to get them in trouble with their managers, try to get them fired because they called you how they saw you, how anybody would see you that didn't know you personally or who didn't follow you on social media. And it's like, guys, the only way to stop this narcissistic behavior is to stop coddling them. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. These social media platforms are flagging people, removing content just to protect their feelings. Since when did we care about people's feelings? When did that start? Like, I'm tired of it. I know you guys are probably tired of it. If you're watching this video, you're probably tired of it too. But anyways, let's talk about it in the comment section. Have you guys seen these videos? What do you guys think? I think it's ridiculous. And I think that the narcissism is only going to get worse. It's going to get bigger and it's going to get worse because the more that they see that people are accepting this, the more the attention that they're getting, the more they're going to keep doing it and they're going to explode it. And they're going to be trying to get everybody fired and everybody put off just because they didn't call them a pumpkin grimace latte from McDonald's, or they didn't call them it or an alien or a he, him, her, she's, a zero, like whatever they can conjure up in their mind. If you don't call them that, they're going to try to ruin your life. That's where it's going. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you like my content and you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.